Good evening, it's me Prasad with today's top stories. In a battle of claims and counterclaims, Dr Mahathir Mohamad has dubbed Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim as the Sherlock Holmes of fabrications, arguing that for over 2 decades, Anwar has yet to provide a shred of evidence to substantiate his allegations of Mahathir's misuse of power. Dr Mahathir Mohamad has refuted Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's claims, characterizing him as a habitual liar. Mahathir said for the past 25 years, Anwar has failed to produce evidence of his purported misuse of power for personal enrichment. In a comprehensive 60-page counter-argument against Anwar's statement of defense against his defamation suit, the former Langkawi MP observed that Anwar has alluded to specific documents as evidence. However, Mahathir said Anwar has continually evaded presenting this alleged proof under various pretexts. Contrary to Anwar's assertions regarding the government's rescue of KPB, now Post Logistics Berhad, a company where Mahathir's son Mirzan served as a majority shareholder and director, Mahathir insisted that this was not a bailout but a business decision. Anwar himself, when serving as Deputy Prime Minister, had expressed this view to the media in March 1998. Mahathir also pointed out that Anwar, a member of his cabinet in the 1990s, assured MP Lim Guan Eng in Parliament in 1997 that the sale of the Retirement Fund Incorporated shares to MISC Berhad to Petronas was not a bailout. Anwar then portrayed this transaction as an emblem of the administration's transparency, untouched by family-owned businesses soliciting government aid. Mahathir stated these instances clearly illustrate Anwar's tendencies as a chronic liar. This is because his current defences contradict his former stance in the 1990s. Mahathir's counsel, Muhammad Rafiq Rashid Ali, corroborated these details, confirming that the response was officially submitted at the High Court in Shah Alam via e-filing yesterday. Judicial Commissioner Jamira Ali of the Shah Alam High Court has recused herself from overseeing former Prime Minister Dr Mahathir Mohamad's 150 million ringgit defamation suit against the Prime Minister. The decision was influenced by her family ties to principal counsel representing the Harapan chairperson. The decision was confirmed by Dr Mahathir's legal representative, Muhammad Rafiq Rashid Ali, during the case management of the civil suit this afternoon. The lawsuit was initiated by the plaintiff, Dr Mahathir, against the PKR president in response to allegations of power abuse to accumulate wealth during his time in office. PN's top gun in Kedah, Muhammad Sanusi Noor, is nudging BN components MCA and MIC towards the exit door, suggesting that their political benchwarming in the upcoming state elections should be their cue to quit the coalition altogether. Caretaker Kedah Menteri Besar Muhammad Sanusi Noor has encouraged the BN component parties, MCA and MIC, to withdraw from the coalition. This is following their decision to refrain from contesting in the upcoming 6 states elections next month. He argued that such a move would demonstrate their dissatisfaction with BN's perceived unfair treatment.
Pada pandangan saya, bila BN berada bersama dengan parti-parti bukan Melayu dalam PH, khususnya DAP, PKR yang menjadi parti multiracial, jadi kerusi-kerusi yang mix ni terpaksa diberi kepada PH. Maka kerusi untuk MIC dan MCA tak ada lagi. Jadi oleh kerana tidak diberi kerusi yang boleh menang, bertanding untuk kalah. Lebih baik MIC dan MCA tidak bertanding. Dan saya rasa hal ini perlu dilanjutkan lagi dengan MIC dan MCA keluar pada Barisan Nasional. Ini lebih munasabah.
Sanusi proposed that the two parties would have encountered different circumstances if they were affiliated with Pakatan National. He said PN would have allowed these parties to contest mixed seats. On Wednesday, both MCA and MIC announced their decision not to compete in the August 12 elections, although they expressed readiness to support coalition candidates. BN chairperson Ahmad Zaid Hamidi suggested that this decision was unlikely to be a boycott, promising to seek further clarification from the parties. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim also commented on the matter, asserting that MCA and MIC's decision would not impact their loyalty to the coalition government. People take rejection differently. I wonder how PN is going to feel now that MCA President Wee Ka Siong expressed no intentions to entertain Pakatan National's invitation for MIC and MCA to join the coalition. In a tweet today, we shared the news report of Sanusi's invitation with a single word caption, "No." Sanusi had extended the invitation to join PN after MCA and MIC said they would stay out of the upcoming state elections. Wee's one-word reply was echoed by Party Secretary General Chong Sin-Woon, who said there are no plans to leave PN. In a chilling twist straight out of a crime thriller, a couple in Batu Caves found themselves the victim of what appears to be an unprovoked acid attack, sparking a manhunt and a wave of shock on social media. In a horrific incident at a Batu Caves flat in Gombak, a couple sustained injuries after an unidentified woman splashed them with what is suspected to be acid while they were entering an elevator. Batu Caves Acting Police Chief Nur Arifin Muhammad Nasser said police received a report regarding the incident at 3:10 a.m. on Tuesday. He confirmed that the incident transpired earlier that day at 1:27 a.m. The victims, a 60-year-old woman and a 37-year-old foreign husband, were accompanied by their 14-year-old son in the lift when they were assaulted with the liquid by the unknown woman. Subsequently, the perpetrator fled the scene. Nur Arifin said after the attack, the couple sought public assistance to reach the Selain hospital due to injuries sustained on various parts of their bodies. Fortunately, their son remained unscathed. Following treatment, the victims were discharged from the hospital. Nur Arifin noted that the incident captured on CCTV rapidly spread on social media. Police are actively pursuing the suspect, investigating the case under Section 324 of the Penal Code. Individuals possessing any information about the incident are encouraged to report it to the investigating officer, Inspector Muhammad Nizar Adnan, at 013-9661-892 or the Gombak District Police Headquarters at 03-612-62222. In the high-stakes game of economic chess, Fahmi Fadzil insists that the decision to hold the overnight policy rate steady at 3% wasn't a gambit of governmental or external pressure, but a strategic move.
Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fadzil assured that the decisions to maintain the overnight policy rate at 3% was made independently, free from government or external influence. Fadzil clarified that the decisions was predicted on a variety of considerations, including the nation's robust economic growth, a declining inflation trend, and a near-full employment rate. Moreover, he emphasized that Malaysia's highly competitive standing in Southeast Asia, second only to Singapore, also factored into the decision. Speaking to the press following the launch of the Negeri Sembilan level Kita Madani program in Seremban yesterday, he said these considerations influenced the Monetary Policy Committee's decision to retain the OPR. Earlier the same day, the MPC meeting resolved to uphold the OPR at 3%, aligning with global economic developments and Malaysia's declining yet stable inflation rate. The Finance Ministry noted that despite potential risk of a global economic slowdown impacting the global outlook, the Malaysian economy is projected to continue its growth trajectory in 2023. Additionally, Fadzil mentioned that the ministry consistently engages with the Association of Banks in Malaysia and the Associations of Islamic Banking and Financial Institutions Malaysia to foster proactive communications with the public regarding the implications of any OPR-related decisions.
Gerakan President Dominic Lau has initiated his re-election campaign by encouraging party members to choose the path of continuity and maintain their allegiance with Perikatan Nasional. In a brief video clip posted on his Facebook page yesterday, Lau stated that the decision of the party became clear after the general election last November. He recalled his ascension to the party presidency during a time of significant struggles for the party. Despite his desire to guide the party out of this slump, the party had to navigate a complex political landscape to find its most advantageous position due to years of political upheaval. Lau concluded by expressing gratitude to party members for their support since his 2018 tenure as president and offered an apology for any past errors. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.